Well, if you're trying to adjust to the altitude or maybe you don't feel well, Boost Oxygen is the product for you. Joining me now from Boost Oxygen Marketing, Elle, Westphal, and Paul Lachance. You're competing in Spartan competitions, and Elle, you have been doing marketing for Boost Oxygen for some time now. Let's first start and talk about what Boost Oxygen is.
Well, Boost, it's pretty simple. Boost Oxygen's 95% pure oxygen. It's in portable form, so that makes it really, really handy, obviously being in the mountains and being in altitude. Also, it's in pharmacies with athletes like Paul. So it just makes oxygen accessible in this size and also pocket size. So it just makes things easier and easier to get oxygen when you're missing it.
Lightweight, easy to put in your purse, especially the small size. It's very popular here in Colorado. Can you explain to our viewers why that is?
Well, obviously the altitude, so we have a bunch of things going on. We have the altitude, so you're low on oxygen, this is oxygen. We have athletes, so you're doing aerobic things, perfect for athletes. Also anything to do with allergies or anything that's health and wellness oriented, oxygen's there for you as well. So we have all three up here.
Oxygen seems to always be the cure, and I know, Paul, you're doing the Spartan competitions. You said you're placing first in them and you use it for your athleticism. Tell me a little bit about what Boost does for you.
Well, I had a heart attack 10 years ago and with a quintuple bypass, and when I was doing my rehab, I was talking to a pilot friend of mine saying, I just need something to breathe better. And he turned me on to this because a lot of pilots use it also for emergencies. And I started using it going up and down the Grand Mesa. I don't know if you're familiar with the Grand Mesa, but I like to hike up there in the summertime. And I found it just worked wonderful. And that's, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your competing events, because I know Spartan, it's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. It's probably the toughest, although we don't have toughest in our name. But we have 3 different lengths, 5, 8, and 12 miles. And so far this year, I've done 3 8-milers and 3 5-milers. So we're working on a quadruple trifecta this year, which means 4 of each, and we're going to be doing the 12-milers. The big one is Breckenridge, and that is the epitome of Spartan races because of the altitude. So.
Jeez, you have much more stamina and you're much more athletic than I am. I don't think I could last for 8
Well, that's what's nice about this, because in Breckenridge, I'll carry 2 of the large canisters. And last year, when we got up to 11,000 feet, I had people just down because they come from low altitudes. So I let them have a couple of whiffs of that, and it just picked them right up. So
what would you say to skeptics about Boost Oxygen?
Skeptics are kind of, well, when I'm running, they come up to me and they say, are you just advertising this or what? I said, no, it works for me. I said, does it work for everybody? It probably will help everybody, but this really works for me. And so try it, you know, and sometimes I will give them half of a small one that's left over, because I'll use the small ones on the small races. And I said, just go ahead and try it. And the next race they say, you know, that worked. And now I have to go get some. So, and I tell them where to get it. So.
And Elle, is there some information on the website about the benefits and the health benefits of Boost Oxygen that we can go visit?
Oh, definitely. BoostOxygen.com. We have a lot of information there on the various types of people that use Boost Oxygen and the benefits of it for sure. We have top athletes using it. We obviously have Paul using it, but also average person going to Big 5, going to King Super, going to Dick's Sporting Goods, grab a can, make your performance better. And then also what's nice about it is we have the NHL and NFL players. In fact, entire teams like the Falcons.
Yeah, with the Super Bowl. I know you guys were in that as well.
That was pretty exciting. And also watch the hockey because a lot of hockey players are using as well.
Great. Thank you both so much for coming on the show today. Again, it's boostoxygen.com, and then follow them on Instagram too at Boost Oxygen. I know I follow you guys on Instagram, and I love all the photos that you post. Coming up next, we're taking back over to Ken. He has another look at those on-mountain conditions with more First Chair.